like the fact. It's like if you're eating ice cream, and I don't have ice cream. Like I'm gonna. Even if I
don't
know,
have it, it's not yours.
I just don't have it. Yeah. So it's like you could like just hold the ice cream as long as you want. But like I know at some point you're gonna lick that thing.
Wow.
Hello and welcome to episode 73 of the 30s podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Marvel Marcus.
Holy snap. See that? Yeah. I know what minute it is. Marvelous Mrs. Marcus.
I didn't say marvelous. I said Marvel for a reason.
Marvel?
Yeah, the Marvel Marcus.
Oh, the Marvel. Oh, the Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to change that.
And Caesar's here too.
Hi guys.
I'm staring right at.
I'm like, you're gonna say my name or what's going on?
Just looking at you.
Yeah, we have producer
Looking
Caesar
off
here.
camera.
Look at that.
I know it's funny every time Clint's looking off camera because I'm like, what is he looking at?
Right at
like,
Caesar.
Just looking at Caesar talking. I'm across from him.
Why is he not looking at me? Give me the attention.
Yeah. Sorry. Welcome to the studio today.
Hey,
how are you today?
I'm pretty good. Happy. We're doing this on Veterans Day.
Is today Veterans Day?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Which is why it should be less busy.
Is that why there was no traffic on the freeway?
Yeah, that's why.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yep.
Veterans Day observed. Wow.
Oh, I did see a veteran meme this morning on Instagram. That makes sense. It was just like, it said U.S. Senate, but it was a bunch of old guys like in uniform, like in their wheelchairs moving around, and it's like, this is the U.S. Senate.
This is it.
I thought it was making fun of old people or our government.
Yeah.
Because they're all, crypt keepers.
They're the old, man. Yeah, they are.
They're barely hanging on. And
is it that
veterans.
good? Is it okay? So Congress people.
Oh God, it's only been a minute.
Congress people, is it that good? Like, does it feel that good to stay in this job for your entire beyond life? They're like a beyond life.
Beyond.
Like you've gone past like the time of being like useful.
Yeah, you're a problem.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Yeah, you're like this is an American way of thinking about things, but when we have our grandparents and they're super old and you're like
I'm gonna have to help her out.
Yeah, it's like, I'll help you, but it's annoying.
It's a chore.
It's a chore.
You're a chore.
Anyway, happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
We love our veterans.
Yeah. Shout out to Luke who taught us about squirrel season. I think squirrel season is coming up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's about that.
Oh,
time,
yeah.
Right? It's not a Looney Tunes thing.
No, it's not.
That's real.
It's a real thing.
What's the state he's in? Alabama.
Yeah.
Or Tennessee?
He lives in Tennessee.
Yeah. So they're hunting squirrels in Tennessee.
That's what they do.
That's what they're doing in their free time. But in our free time here, some of us do stand-up comedy.
Oh, wow.
And some of us some of us, yeah. One of us. And some of us had a show last night.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yes, we had the Tiki Bar show.
Hey, the Tiki Bar show.
What up, Tiki Bar?
According to their flyer, the world famous Tiki Bar.
Oh, yeah, the world famous.
I don't know about that. I've been to this Tiki Bar before.
Yeah.
It didn't look anything world famous.
We should just start calling it the world famous 30s.
The world famous
should,
30s podcast.
Declare whatever you want, apparently.
We're the world famous, yeah. Because Luke is at least our international listener right now.
International. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
where is he right now?
He's in Romania till before
the vampires?
Thanksgiving. Yeah. Yes.
The vampire.
I
With
was
the-
working in the lab.
With the vampires.
Hey,
With
it was just Halloween. Castlevania had a new season come out. Vampires.
little Adam's family out there.
Oh, yeah.
Adam's Family, that's right.
Addams Family?
I said it like I said Adam's Family. Like
It's his family. It's his family. How many people think it is that?
I don't know.
Like
Oh,
they
where's
think
Adam?
This is Adam's family.
Adam's, crazy bald uncle.
Yeah.
This is
Look at him.
Adam's sadistic niece. Wednesday. It must be confusing in other countries. They call
Yeah.
Is it Adam's Family.
Adam's family. Right?
Anyway,
Right.
the show, you had a stand-up show at the
Yeah.
world famous Tiki Bar.
Yeah, because it's one of those shows where you have to bring people, which stresses me out.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, I have to rely on these these people and like invite people. So what I did is I spent like maybe like 40 minutes like trying to deliver the code to as many people on Instagram as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a task.
Yeah.
Trying to hustle like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it worked out because at least like one of my friends from there came and I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
That was cool. My friend David.
Shut up.
Yeah. So it's cool to see him. A lot of people came, and because most of the comedians are all the open micers from the Amazing Comedy Theater.
Okay.
So yeah, they just basically, if you do that enough times, they're like, oh, you could come do this.
Right. Which is what you did.
Yeah. So that was cool, and I
Kind
felt
of a level up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it felt. Oh, it really felt like a level up.
Mm-hmm.
Going from a little tiny like youth room
Yeah.
of just a bunch of dudes,
Mm-hmm.
not ideal,
No.
to like an actual bar with an actual stage. The Tiki Bar stage is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a stage in there.
Yeah, it's really big. It's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And they had
I think that's what they're. That's why you go there.
That's why you go. I guess
it's a
so.
venue
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, because this is the first time I've ever been there.
performances. Yeah.
You've been there before?
Yeah, last time I was there was years ago, and I don't think they had a stage, or if they did, it wasn't as big as like they. I know they remodeled it
Mm-hmm.
in the last couple of years, but it was very much just like a dive bar, like it's kind of a divey place to hang out. But I guess if they're doing the live performances now, they must have judged it up a little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. There was a big amount of people I guess there were a limited amount of seats. Because then when Caesar bought his ticket, there was no seat for it.
Yeah. So they had like 50 seats, and then after that, they just sold standing room only. So I was just hanging out in the bar, standing there watching.
A sold out show,
Yeah,
Yeah.
or at least the seats.
for that room, I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there was a good amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very beginning, there was just this loud heckling woman.
Yeah, and it was positive heckling.
Mm-hmm.
So that she was just like, ah, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was-
heckle.
yeah. Like it's still heckling. Like you can't think that this is gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
She would say stuff like, I think the second guy was Filipino.
Yeah.
She's like, so yeah, I'm Filipino. She's like, me too. Like way in the
Yeah.
back, and it's like, okay.
Or there's a guy that was like, you know what happens in November? My birthday?
Yeah.
Is it the same lady?
Yeah, it's the same lady.
Ugh.
And the guy who runs it, he's really big on like don't do crowd work,
Okay.
because that's also been like the biggest thing that's been hindering stand up lately.
Yeah, because everyone wants to be a part of the show now.
It makes them think that they could be a part of
Yeah,
it.
because I'm obviously not a stand-up comedian, but I've watched I know a lot about stand-up just because that's one of my hobbies or things I'm interested in. And everything on Instagram is crowd work. Like, that's what they post on their Instagrams is crowd work. So
yeah.
people are like, oh, I go to a show and I get to yell out whatever I want, and then they're going to just respond to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm part of the show. No, you're not.
I know, and it's funny because everybody's supporting Matt Rife right now.
I was just going to say Matt Rife.
And he's
the crowd
like
work guy.
he's the one. Like he's not the problem, but like that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is that he's all big because of his crowd work video, but that's also like the special thing that you get when you go to a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right.
That's what because it's
Right.
going to be different if Caesar's there, or if Mark's like if you're not going to be at all the shows, he's not going to be at all the shows. So this is going to be a very unique event,
Right.
where we're not going to be like this again, even if some people still come to the next show.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I'm going to make fun of whatever something, like, because if I got time,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just going to bond over it, because that's kind of what crowd work really is
Right.
bonding with that little special group.
Right.
But, and I get that, they don't want to post videos of their jokes, because then their jokes are just
They
out
want you
there.
to come see them too.
Yeah, they want you to see
So
them.
you got to do crowd work.
But it's like, you got to just have more jokes then. So you can
I
post
guess.
it.
Or, yeah. Or just don't post the crowd work. Like, even
Yeah.
if it's funny, I have no authority to say this, but I think it encourages people to come show up and yell out.
Exactly.
And some comedians aren't good at crowd work, like, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all know comedians that just do their set. Like, they don't, if someone interrupts, like, they have them taken care of. They're not, like, going to respond and stop what they're doing to do crowd work. So, like, if you go to a show and see a comedian and you're like, oh, I saw Matt Rife. I know, like, what this is, and you start yelling out at them, and they don't do crowd work, it's like you're probably gonna get thrown out.
Yeah.
Or you're just gonna make it. They're not gonna respond to you, and so it's not gonna be what you thought. And
even Matt Rife, he probably has a specific time in the show when he's open to it.
yeah.
If you do it when he's not open to it, you're the problem.
That too, people don't realize is that usually there's like a section for crowd work.
Yeah.
Where they're like, okay, like Mark Norman starts at the top usually with crowd work, and then he does a set. But like, there's this time for it, and then it's like, everybody shut up because now we're going to hear jokes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
So this lady was a heckler.
So she did at the very beginning.
You couldn't. The guy doesn't want you to do crowd worker.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So the guy who owns it, his name's Sean. He went at her real quick.
Okay.
Because he's not going to let that stand.
Right.
But this lady, she was so confused and upset. She started saying that he's racist. And it's funny because it's all stuff that he's said before. Like, we have to defend against the hecklers, especially these group of comedians who are all open mic people.
Yeah. I mean, even to just a little bit, to add a little bit of depth to that. Like, so I went to the open mic that Clint was performing at the Amazing Comedy Theater. And the first thing that happened was that same guy, the one that owns it, told a story about how there was a performer there was a bunch of comedians that came from LA to do a show over the weekend, and one of the performers was outside having a cigarette, and then he was a black guy, and then 3 white kids from Huntington Beach just started yelling the N-word at him over and over again. And so he was pissed at that idea that somebody would like be racist at a space like this. So it's crazy that even though it had nothing to do with the racist, he was like, just it went that way. And it's like, dude, that's not what this is about at all. You can't be talking to
It's just
people.
about you being an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Anyway, so she got kicked out, or they just
and
calmed
she
her
took
down?
forever to leave.
She caused a scene. Like the back half of the room was.
Did the show stop because of
No.
it?
But it did trip up people because she kept talking to people. There was a guy that his closing bit, like he kind of had to just abandon it, or like he tripped up on his words, so nobody got the joke because she was yelling back. And it's so hard to see that. Like,
Yeah.
It's also like, and then my experience in classrooms, there's going to be like that kid usually who's going to like, and it could be the smart kid. 'Cause I've had that in classrooms where smart kid thinks, oh, I could just answer back to everything the teacher says.
Yeah.
And it's like, that could be great if we're on a podcast, dude. But there's 30 other kids.
Right now,
I have the microphone. You can't talk. So like even it's just that universal thing where like I get that people have the urge to speak, but like that's why you go on the stage to do it.
Yeah.
Because some of these people are all introverted, scared to even do it. So it's amazing that they're even there. So
do you think that's because you think the hecklers that do that, like they want the spotlight? Do you think that's where it comes from?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Annoying.
And they got something else like what you can't like no one talks to you enough today.
Yeah.
But then it is the environment now. They probably think that that's okay because of what they see.
Yeah, that's true. It is. It's so annoying when you get those hecklers, dude.
Yeah, because then
especially when they take forever to get out, when they don't realize. I would never heckle a show, but I feel like if I got like the finger, like I would be like, okay, shit, my bad. My first response wouldn't be like, fuck you, like just to make a big scene out of it. I would know like, oh, I fucked up right now.
you're like, oh, I guess I am loud.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Not that everyone else in the room is the problem. Like I'm the problem right now, but then just for to cause a scene on the way out and just ruin it even more. It's like, God, lady.
Yeah. So that made me feel good that I went in the middle, because then I could kind of recover the group from it. Because that would have been rough if if I went early,
right?
And then it happened, and then even so, because it is an interesting thing when you're going first or in the middle or at the end, because it all kind of depends on how the night's going already.
Right. There's an energy in the room.
Yeah, the energy, and it was the crowd was very, feel like they were listeners, which was good. So they were like paying attention, but then it's because it's not like they were like the loudest laughers ever.
Right.
But it was still good. Like I could still tell when I got the jokes.
Okay. That's good.
It was pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah. Like it was a good set. I'll probably, if I could get that video somehow, I'd probably use that.
We put a bit of it on our stuff.
Yeah. That'd be cool. It does make me think about the kind of shows we could do.
Yeah.
is in the next
We're gonna have a
studio.
space.
I will say that I was happy to support, but $25.
Yeah, I know. I felt
a
bad
lot.
asking
I
for
didn't
that.
realize. I didn't know it was gonna be that much. I didn't even go. I bought a ticket, but I didn't go. But especially because I knew the venue, and it was like $25 for an open mic show at this place.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm support, but like that's a little strange.
I know it's hard.
But it was
it's hard
cool
to
that
ask people.
It's
to
cool
do
that like people. Obviously people want to see it because it's sold out. Which is like, okay, I guess they charge what they know how to charge, but like it was kind of a lot for an open mic.
But then I thought about it too, because it's like sometimes you get a ticket to like the improv and it's like $20, but then you still have to get the two
You
items.
have to get-
and
yeah.
there was none of that at this place.
Okay, that's
so
kinda nice.
Kind of evens out.
Yeah. But yeah, that was also the harder part, and that's with my discount.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
35.
it was a discount.
And I'm like,
How much was it before?
35.
35 for me. I'm not that great yet. You know, one day maybe,
And
hopefully.
that's to say anybody on that stage.
Anybody,
Like,
yeah.
there were a lot of talented people, but it's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, like, oh, this
That
is
is weird.
asking
I
a lot.
charged open mic that much.
Well, it's
That's
not an
kinda-
open mic, right? This is
Well, it
curated.
was a show, but those people are
okay.
from the open mic.
Oh, okay. Was there like a host or anybody? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a show. Yeah, it's cool. How are the
Yeah.
other comedians?
They're pretty good. I feel like they've done a lot of work at the open
Yeah.
mics.
They're growing and showing.
Mm-hmm.
How many minutes did you do?
6.
Dang.
So that was interesting.
More than 3.
Yeah, because I kind of knew how much time first 2 bits, but then I had like a whole minute left, so I went into the tried and true white boys and Latinas stuff.
Okay. Tried and true.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
It was just the hot ones challenge. It's the hot ones challenge for white boys
Oh.
to date Latinas. This is what it is. It's
Yeah.
life. Because
Well,
I
hopefully
did.
we can get the video because I kind of want to hear that.
Yeah. We should have
Unless you
came to
want
the show.
Unless you want to. I have my reasons. Unless you want to do it right now, but it won't be the same.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
It's the good stuff. And then especially because it's like, oh, I have a minute left.
Yeah.
But that's been the good part about writing so much is that, oh, you can pull a minute thing
Yeah.
out of nowhere. Because, I mean, I didn't know how much time I would spend,
Right.
but I knew it would be kind of similar to the Bootleggers show. And the Bootleggers was 7 minutes.
Okay.
That was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
like a good amount of time.
Did we talk about that one last week? I don't
Maybe
think we
not.
got to it.
Bootleggers was cool. I was glad I did that before this one because it was Bootleggers Brewery. So it was outside,
Yeah.
and you get just whatever people were there that day.
Right. They didn't have to buy a ticket.
Yeah, so they just were there, and it was pretty nice. It was nice hearing the laughs.
Yeah.
It's
always
good.
nice to
It
hear
is
the
good
laughs.
because it's hard when you do open mics because you're just doing it with a bunch of people that are just nervous
Yeah.
and they're just trying to say whatever's on their head.
Yeah.
They don't owe you, but it is like the camaraderie thing of like, oh, let's try.
Yeah.
Because I'll be the guy in like the second row that they're like so being blah 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 and SoCal is weird, right? And they stare right at me, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I'll be that guy. I'm not gonna heckle, but I guess I'm
It
gonna
is
support
always
you.
weird when a comedian plays for you, like because that happens. That happens. This was it one time? I think it was Mark Maron once when I was at the Comedy Store was like,
Oh yeah,
because I was in the front, was just looking at me the whole time. And I've heard him say on his podcast that he does that. He like finds someone and that's just what he does. Like that's how his brain works. He just has to look in somebody's eyes when he's doing his jokes. And there was one time he chose me, and I was like, it was very straight because it was funny, but I'm like, is he? He can see other bodies in here, right? Like, and it's like, am I supposed to respond?
Yeah.
And he does that. I'm like,
yeah.
And it's just interesting. It's funny that that happens, and that guy did it to you, and
then it's like, how much
like-
do you respond?
yeah, I
Do I need a mic? Like, what is?
do I need to? Yeah, do I need to be like? Do you want my opinion?
Yeah,
like what you just say.
No, that's it though.
Yeah,
Like, do you want my take on?
yeah, like
this.
But it's always like, no, I just want your laugh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
it's like no.
but then if he's watching you and you don't
know,
laugh,
yeah.
you know, I'm like, I wouldn't do that, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh god.
Yeah. Once I got comfortable, I started looking at people
Uh-huh.
because I think Carla asked me that because she said that'd be the hardest part of doing stand up for her is just in front of people.
Yeah.
But like you don't have to look at them.
Right.
you could hear them and you could like glaze over their faces a little bit.
Your eyes can just go that way.
Yeah,
and
it just kind of goes to like where like the camera would be or
Right.
where like the main lights are.
Mhm.
And then I look down, and then anytime I look down, it's like I'm looking down but also listening,
Mhm.
and then going, oh, okay, I could wait a second,
Yeah.
move in. But then there's a point where I'm like, okay, I could look at people now. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was fun. It was a fun day. And then you feel pretty good when people do say, oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
And all the compliments after.
You gotta do that, like the parking lot hang afterwards, like the coworker thing,
Yeah.
where it's like you all hang out afterwards.
Yeah. And it's also why like I got to just keep doing the open mic
Yeah.
and spend more time there. Because it's the impulse for me is, oh, just get in, get out.
Uh-huh.
Because it's the stuff it's fun to do, but it's also scary. It can be
Right.
scary. Or it could be, you're like, oh, do these people like me? Always that. It's always, but then they're cool.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
usually
doing the
pretty
same
cool.
thing.
They're doing the
It's
same
like
thing.
They're all in it together.
Yeah.
It's cool that you're all at the same level.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if somebody happens to go above the other one, it's like you know each other still. So
Mm-hmm.
then there's still that. Say like you work with someone named, I don't know, Caesar. Okay, I know I looked at Caesar, and say he gets big, and like
Yeah.
he's like, Clint, you want to come do my thing? Like you want to open for me or host for me? So it's kind of cool to make all those connections while you're all at the same level.
Yeah. And that was the cool part about the Bootleggers show. Because and it was a brewery, so you're like, oh, this is the nice place to hang out. You just have a beer with them after.
Yeah.
And it was cool because they were even pitching each other jokes. And
Yeah, you guys can help each other out.
was cool,
Like,
yeah.
Is this funny? Blah 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 blah.
yeah, because that's what I really want.
Yeah.
I just want a group of people, just group of comedians. It just seems like the most fun
Uh-huh.
of just shooting out jokes. Like that lands. Like they were talking about, is this girl, Jess, talking about how her dad is dead and that her relatives, like a cousin asked, oh, who's your dad? And she's like, well, it was so-and-so, but he's passed away since like she was 9.
Uh-huh.
So it was like the cousin was asking like, why don't I see him ever?
Oh.
And so then the other guy gave a really good, like, something about the dead. I don't remember what it was, but it was so good that I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what you should say. And then she wrote it down. That's the other thing. All the comedians write it down.
Yeah. The
Which is
notes,
pretty
gotta
good.
get that notes app too
Yeah.
on your phone.
Gotta have the notes app, journal,
Yeah.
and audio.
So when are we doing this show again?
I don't know. It was the most stressful part was just getting people to come.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was pretty busy, pretty
Is
packed.
a monthly, weekly? How often do they do the show?
I think it'll be monthly, but then I think it's gonna die down going into Thanksgiving and the holidays. So I don't think there's gonna be that much, but we'll see.
We'll see.
But the goal is like, oh, I could do that, and then just keep trying to find ways to bring people out,
Yeah.
to get the views, to get people going.
How do we do that?
I don't know. I gotta study it. I don't know. Caesar, do you know? Do you research that kind of stuff?
Well, like how to get more engagement?
Yeah.
No, I should.
I think we all should.
Maybe
Busy
that's our new
doing the
study.
work.
We gotta.
Yeah.
That's part of the work.
Yeah,
That's
marketing
always-
has always been not my strong suit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always because it's always changing too, and it's
Mhm.
like I don't know what people want.
And it's like I'm
I know
gonna
what I
have to do.
want.
I'm gonna have to do TikTok stuff. I'm gonna have to film myself.
It's so.
I'm gonna have to do character stuff. I'm gonna have to do stand-up stuff.
That's
so.
what the TikTok stuff is. One of those things where we all know we have to do it, but we're like, I
It's just-
don't
yeah.
want to do it, and
Yeah.
I can't like. I don't know. My brain does not process TikTok. It's even though it's the same as Instagram. I'm just like, I can't figure this out
Mhm.
because they have like you can do all like filter stuff, and then or you can have audio playing and you're just mouthing stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like my old brain would not know how to like. I downloaded some app to make like to make videos or like you can like all that kind of stuff on TikTok, but you can just do it like from your camera app or from this app.
Like a better iMovie.
Kind of. It's called CapCut.
Huh.
And like
Oh, yeah,
I was you know what that is?
Yeah.
I was on there for like 5 minutes and like this is just overwhelming. I don't even know
Yeah.
what am I gonna do with all this? It was just so much stuff that I was like, I wish I could just pay. That's always my mental, like, just throw some money at it so someone else can do it, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
So,
because I would want
But
to
that's
have
where you-
someone to help me. And it's not that I can't do it. It's like, it's just I want the person who's better at it than me to
that's
help.
right.
Just someone better.
That's exactly what I could do it. I could take
wow.
10 minutes to like figure it out, but I just don't want to. I don't
wanna
want to
do
do it. And I know it's not going to look good.
Yeah.
I'm just comparing it to like finished work that's popular. Like if I do it, it's not going to look like that. It's going to look like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess it's just something you get better at. But
Yeah. I guess I just got to get over that and just mindlessly do it.
let's both do it today.
Yeah, we'll make stuff.
I have a TikTok account, but
It'd be easy though to if you get a video of your stand up and then just put clips of it, like your best clips. You
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah.
necessarily sell out to the TikTok trends either.
Mhm.
You know.
yeah, or you do. That's how we get popular. Caesar, he's just said he's not good at marketing.
True,
Like,
you're
you
right,
don't
you're
have to
right.
do this.
He's like, wait a minute. If you bypass
True, you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah,
hashtag
I don't know. Maybe we should become sluts.
what?
You've been saying it, right?
Yeah, that's
bit.
right.
A
Talk-
bit.
Talk sluts.
Yeah.
TOK sluts.
So we need to get shredded.
This huge to-do list.
We need to get. Yeah, 'cause
Sluttier?
how are we going to be sluttier if we're not shredded?
You're right.
It's not. They're going to be like these guys with those guts.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, you know what? You're right.
Shredded, sluttier, funnier.
Funnier, sluttier, funnier.
That's what it is. Shredded, slutty, funny. In that order.
Shredded, slutty, funny. Shredded, slutty, funny. Shredded, slutty, funny.
Manifesting.
Manifest. Shreddy, slutty, funny. Shreddy, shreddy.
Shreddy.
Shreddy, slutty, funny.
Are you shreddy?
Shreddy. Are you
You gotta get
shreddy?
shreddy. You gotta get
Hey.
slutty. You gotta get funny.
It's
Okay?
shreddy.
I like shreddy better. Shreddy,
Shreddy.
slutty, funny. Shreddy, slutty,
Shreddy.
funny. Shreddy, slutty, funny. It's happening. It's gonna
That's
happen.
it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Shreddy, slutty, funny.
Manifest.
Shreddy,
Manifest.
slutty,
Manifest. 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 Family. Family.
I can
Family.
feel it.
Family.
Family. Whoever touches your food first says grace.
Is that a line?
Yeah. Or
Oh,
Vin
I'm glad
Diesel's-
the writer's strike is over.
I know. Oh, the writer's strike is over, so they could go back
Start
to
writing those movies. Where they take
actual
like
stuff.
a few hours and it's written. It's like
What if it does?
it's all first draft stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a movie, right? Oh God, the strike is over for the actors too, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to
They could go do stuff now.
get Hollywood moving again.
About time.
I was thinking about. I heard yesterday or 2 days ago it was done.
Mm-hmm.
Thought maybe I should look up extra work so I can get my SAG card just to have it just in case,
Well, it's gonna be a bit hard. You gotta just background. You have to luck out like our friend.
Oh yeah,
Because you got to get a
Well,
line to have a SAG card.
I know, but I know
Because background you have to luck out
I have a
and have that production that gets you the SAG card. But you could.
yeah, but I have a friend
could
who she's not an actor at all, but she would do background work just at like free time, and this was years ago, but she would do it like every weekend or something, just like some extra money, and then she ended up getting onto a production that offered her a SAG card. She was like,
Yeah.
"Sure, I'll take it. Why not?"
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a luck thing.
Yeah,
But you could.
Yeah,
You
you
could totally
could. I can-
get on that production because.
I get lucky.
Yeah, because.
We just said earlier, Caesar said earlier that I've got a very unique look to my face. Like, what am I? Who knows?
I know
Who
you're the
knows who I am?
ambiguous guy.
And I show up to a production and they're like, we need a weird looking guy. That one.
Yeah, they point at you and go, "Hey, Gen Z."
Yeah. Oh, fuck. But then I get closer and like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh,
Like,
boomer."
oh, he's just got a fade. He's not a Gen Z. Yeah, it may be kind of fun to. I've played around with doing extra work before over the years because of her. She's like, yeah, it's just easy money.
Yeah,
You just get to hang out on set. And maybe you can see some stuff.
and it is true. It could get you the SAG card.
Yeah.
It would be nice. Like
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
It'd be nice to have. Have in my back
you could
pocket.
afford to join it. There's a
Yeah.
lot of times background actors they don't make a lot, and then they're offered the SAG card,
Uh-huh.
and it's like another $2,000 to join.
Yeah. You can
Nice.
afford it. But yeah, it's something to play around with.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah. Would you ever? Because you kind of
Go
want
back to do it.
That's like too. I was go back and forth with voice acting too.
Yeah.
It's like be nice to have because that's SAG work.
Then again, I think we have to just be making stuff, and then slowly you meet more people, and then the community grows, and then you're signed on to do the voice of Batman.
That's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
Happens in like 3 months too.
Yeah,
it's real quick.
It's a real quick thing.
It's not like 30 years or anything.
Yeah, the turnaround is incredible.
They're just giving people jobs everywhere now,
Yeah,
especially in Hollywood.
Just like, oh, you're so talented. You haven't done the work.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Do you think now that the strikes are over, there's going to be like a boom, like a need for work, or just going to be everyone that was already employed before is now just going back to work?
Is it gonna feel like the same? Or
I don't know. I'm curious.
Maybe the energy will be there to be like, let's get going.
Right.
Then they're like, we've been striking the whole time. We haven't done anything. I don't know. I feel like definitely the Disney Marvel stuff, they want to be like getting this done right now.
Well, yeah, they make
Like
billions of dollars.
Yeah, so like the Deadpool Wolverine movie, they're on set like today.
Really?
They
Was that
must.
fast?
I mean, for them,
They probably know.
not all of them, but
Yeah.
like that.
Production at least knows ahead of time, like, hey, get ready to go to work any minute.
yeah.
So, like, as soon as the resolve, they're like, tomorrow you're going to be here at 9, right? I'm like,
I guess
I was enjoying my time off. Yeah, you're probably right. They're just like, very,
get it.
let's go do it.
Yeah.
We're done. It's over. The strike's over. What are we waiting for? Get back to work. It's not like a vacation.
Yeah. It's not a
Hard,
vacation.
it's hard to think of. I mean, it is for like the super rich, but like if we were working actors, it would be like, oh, like.
And it was literally to help people like us that would be doing it.
Right. It's for our level.
Yeah.
Be like, we're working at restaurants, trying to like, while pursuing acting work.
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow you guys are ready, right? Ready.
Good.
Wasn't a vacation.
Yeah.
I did not pick up doubles because I wanted to, because I wanted to. It's because I had to.
Support.
Yeah. So yeah, get your SAG cards, everyone. It's easy.
Apparently it's easy.
I'll try.
No, but I did see something that said like some of the protections were to protect certain aesthetics of an actor against the AI just like redoing it over and over again.
That was
But
crazy.
then it makes me think because it specifically said, oh, like this agreement was to protect like they said like Brad Pitt's smile and like Jennifer Aniston's eyes. So like key features from actors that they could just redo and use over and over again. But then I thought, isn't that what they do in animation already?
Sometimes.
Where they're like, oh, we want this to look like Brad Pitt
Yeah.
or Tina Fey, and then they made Megamind, and those characters already kind of look Brad Pitt-like and very much like Tina Fey. But that's
Do you
okay
think they
because they're
asked
playing
them?
them.
They asked them first, like, can
Well-
we use your likeness for this?
Maybe. But like even, well, because now they'll film the actors doing the voices.
Right.
So that makes sense that they'll be like,
And they
oh, they'll
use
match
that
up
as a model.
Josh Gad's mouth and put that as Olaf's mouth. So like that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like Aladdin is loosely based off like Tom Cruise's look, but just darker skin. And like Ariel is based off Alyssa Milano, sorta. But I don't know if they got the rights to that, so I don't know.
Well,
interesting.
what point is a person's appearance theirs? Like their legal ownership of what my face looks like.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
That's a thing, or if that's now going to be a thing.
Maybe they're gonna really focus on that now.
Yeah, it's like you own your face.
Wow.
Which is, it sounds weird because, especially if like this is out in the world now, so it's like I don't own the video of my face yet, but you know what I mean? Like it'd be like it's up for interpretation. That it could be argued as inspiration. We're inspired by everything around us. So if I made a character and it looked like you, it was like, oh, I was inspired by you to have a white guy with blue eyes, and I know what one looks like already. So
and that's okay. And that's also how like we make new characters. You say I want a Marcus and a Caesar, and you combine attributes together. And
Meeser.
A Meeser. Ebenezer.
Sarkis.
Smarkus.
Sarkis. I like Meeser.
Meeser.
That's more my energy.
Yeah.
Fucking Meeser.
I'm Meeser.
It's like a Pokemon. Meeser.
Meeser. I choose Meeser. It's a poison type.
I pop out of a Pokeball. Hey guys. Meezer.
Meezer uses harden. Meezer falls asleep.
Meezer uses snooze.
Yeah, snooze. Well, I didn't say to use snooze.
He uses harden. That could go two ways. It's just like my energy towards the world, or I get hard.
Meezer grew 3 sizes that day.
what's like
Withdraw.
no. Never, sorry, withdraw. Yeah. I leave. That's what Meezer is.
You see Meezer at the Pokemart.
The only Pokemon that looks dead behind the eyes.
Is that how I look? I like withdraw. I just like, I'm out.
It's like Abra in the wild.
Yeah, it teleports away.
Only has a
Like
teleport.
he shows up like, haha. Whoop. Like
They're like, we're not even gonna give him tackle.
no. I can give him anything but leave.
And you just had to leave. He just said, I'm gonna leave this party. I'm out of here.
I showed up, I left. It is very my energy.
Yeah.
Meezer.
Meezer.
So let's move on.
Okay, do you want to talk quick about third wheeling?
Sure.
Just real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you have some feelings. You start. We brought it up in the car for a little bit, and then you started getting heated. It's like, save it.
So hot. So hot.
So we all know what a third wheel is.
So third wheel, where you're hanging out with a couple, and they could be a long-term relationship couple. Like, because you were saying, too, like, it depends on the couple. Because I've definitely had it where, like, oh, I'm friends with both these people. I've been friends with them forever. It doesn't feel like I'm intruding on anything.
Right.
Even if I'm at their place, hanging out with them all day, it's like, oh, I still feel like I'm just, like, her friend and his friend.
Right.
And whatever. But then there are those couples where it's like,
Why am I here?
yeah, I'm intruding.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm in front of you. What am I, just the entertainment for you two to have your fun? That's how it feels most of the time.
I want you to stand up for them.
And because it doesn't matter how funny I am, I'm not the one getting some. And it's not about getting some.
Or
It's not.
You're so funny they invite you.
yeah,
down.
you're up to the couple. They're like, you know what? You want to come to our bedroom tonight? You just made us laugh so much.
Wow.
I want you to make us laugh in here.
Like making them laugh in the bedroom.
They're like, you take your pants off and they start laughing. They're like, okay, thank you, thanks.
They're like doing it. I'm in the bit. I'm in like so I grew up really Christian.
Oh, you're like,
We want to have sex with Robin Williams.
All right, so you're gonna jump on him now. No, who? Go again. Where's Mr. Happy? He's not happy. What are you gonna do?
okay, so your third wheel thoughts.
So, cause our friend, he's just like, well, I try not to like be coupley if you're there. I try not to like be all over her. I try not to like make you feel uncomfortable. And I'm just like, just the fact that like there's another person over there is enough sometimes. Just like the fact, it's like if you're eating ice cream and I don't have ice cream, like I'm gonna, even if
you
I
don't
know,
have it, it's not yours.
I just don't have it. So it's like, you could like just hold the ice cream as long as you want. But like, I know at some point you're going to lick that thing.
Wow.
Ice cream.
Lick. That's actually pretty good. I like that.
There it is.
You're right. There are those
It's- yeah.
couples where it's like, why am I here?
Why am I here?
Yeah, you.
And I've thought this ever
Do
since
you want
high
me
school.
here? Like, why did you invite me? Like, I'm clearly. You guys got your own thing going on,
Yeah.
and that great.
Good for you.
Why am I
Cool.
here?
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. But
Yeah.
like, I don't need to be here.
Yeah.
And it stems from high school. Because in high school,
It all does.
it always does.
Does.
Like, I vividly remember, like, because I never had a girlfriend at the same school. Because I just thought I want some space. Even just younger me was like, I don't want
You
it to,
can't
her
be
to
too
be around
close.
all the time.
Yeah.
Even if I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
But like, it just seemed more fun that, oh, I could see you later. Or I could see you at church or at the football game or something different. That felt cool to me. Not, oh, let's see each other during every passing period. They were literally, the girl would sit in the lap of the dude. All my dude's friends all my dude friends, every girl would be just in their lap, like sitting on top of the lunch table. She's on like the bottom seat where you're supposed to put your butt on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was just like that everywhere I went. Like my close friends that played soccer, they were all with their girlfriend right there. You know, the Skylar had his own little group. I don't even know how to describe his group. And they all had their girlfriends sitting in their laps. It was the point where I'm like, oh, and just like that, like, oh, what am I doing here? I'm going to go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And so I'd float around. And that's just how I feel even now, where it's like, oh, like you are doing your own thing.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Do your own thing. Because when I have somebody, I really love just doing my own thing with them.
Right.
That is pretty awesome. I'm not trying to share this.
Your ice cream.
This is my ice cream. I don't want you to eat my ice cream. You're looking at my ice cream funny.
It makes me so
Do you want my ice cream?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, but it's because you could tell, like, but it
like
is
the
the
ice cream
couples
thing.
too.
Like that.
Yeah, it's just because that just deep down, it's like even say like I'm not ready to have ice cream right now. Like I'm not like it's gonna f up my stomach. Maybe I'm lactose. Maybe I shouldn't be in a relationship right now. So that's the kind of like, oh, maybe this is not good for me.
Right.
I still want the ice cream, but I'm gonna like
you're gonna pay for it.
I'm gonna pay for it though. Like it's like, oh, I could date that ice cream, but it's like no,
That flavor.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait till they make a
chocolate chip.
safe.
But the Rocky Road.
I'll wait till it's the right flavor.
Yeah. Rainbow sherbet.
Or I'm gonna go get my own. Like that's what it was. Because the other night we were with our friend, and
you've already said his name.
Yeah. So I was with Skylar's like, I'm gonna meet up with the girl he's with right now, Zoe, and
you don't have
he's
to name
like,
her.
yeah. I mean, it could change.
Just name everybody.
It'll change in a week.
Damn.
You'll have a new ice cream. The name doesn't matter. It'll be different.
You'll be listening to this podcast 3 months from now. Same situation.
Maybe.
So,
3 days.
Her
Even
name
to be
is
like, all right.
Bianca.
Oh, well, that flavor was passed.
He's on to.
Anyways, talk about the flavor you want.
So, and it was
Pistachio?
the thing. It was the thing where BJ's is right here and Lazy Dog is right by it in Rancho. If I'm gonna drink beer, I'm gonna have a Huckleberry IPA. If I'm gonna have anything, it's like that's the reward.
Okay.
That one only like that kind of beer too. I'm not trying to drink too much beer. And then BJ's, it's like if I wanted it, I would get it at work or after work. But then he says, he's like, oh, we could go do the Lazy Dog thing if you want, but she can't because she left her ID at home. And already I'm just like the whole leaving your ID at home thing. That's like the main thing that I know that like guys don't do.
Yeah, it's definitely being a bartender myself. This is just my experience, more women that don't have their IDs than men. And I don't really know why. My theory is that they don't, if their wallets they don't always have, or
and they don't have pockets usually. So I get that. I get if you don't have pockets, we just have enough pocket space.
There are a lot of people when they come in the bar that the guys have the woman's ID, like they keep it in their wallet.
Yeah,
So
I've done that before.
Solution, ladies.
So I get it, but like the whole time I'm like, I guess I'll
Go get my IPA alone.
I know. That's what
I
I should. And I told them, I'm like, this is where I'm like, I'm so secure in being single that, well, I'm going to go get what I want.
Right.
Because I'm also, if I'm going to sit here, I'm going to be a third wheel. And it doesn't matter how cool you are, especially like them. They could be the coolest, have the greatest time. It was a fun time, but like, y'all not having your ID, it's like, that wheel just busted on the tricycle, and now like I have to just be struggling.
It's like we're no longer a tricycle.
Yeah, this is like
I am now a unicycle here. I'm gonna pedal my way over to Lazy Dog and get my Huckleberry IPA
and just be good. I'll be good at my own.
My hands are free, so I can drink it while I'm pedaling. Yeah, the third wheel. I'm fortunate that the friends I do have are very chill. They're not. They're not like that. And they all remember their ID. Well, we're old now, so we don't really get ID'd that often. But, it's like they're cool. They're not going to make me feel like a third wheel. And if they did want those experiences, they wouldn't invite me.
Yeah.
You know, if they wanted to have like a couples thing, we're not inviting him.
Mm-hmm.
This is our time.
Yeah.
But if they want to open it up to like friends getting together and like some of us are single, it's like it's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ever really a thing. So because I have been with those kind of couples before, and I'm usually I give you 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and like
I know,
I'm gonna go find something else to do. Have fun, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah, like, okay, we're good here.
yeah.
Because that's also the hard part about living with like someone
With your tricycle.
with the tricycle is that then they'll be like, "Oh, want to watch this movie with us?" That's like a 2-hour commitment, man.
Yeah.
No.
They're just macking on each other, and you're
Yeah,
just like,
and it's like,
can you guys keep it down? They're like,
oh yeah, and they're like, "Oh, sorry about that."
yeah, slop.
Oh, there it is.
Or it's the other sound. You're like,
It's
you
like,
guys
all right, keep it
we're
out of the
watching
kitchen. now.
Jumanji. Like, what is it? It's not the movie.
We're watching
Jumanji.
I just thought Robin Williams earlier.
No,
like,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
My favorite Jumanji. That's probably what it is.
Jumanji. And it's like, you're ruining Jumanji for me now.
Yeah, I've seen this movie 100 times, but can you keep it down?
Can you respect this man?
Peter's turning into a monkey right now. The gator's about to chop Bonnie Hunt. Okay,
Let's watch.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah. But Skylar actually did. He did something interesting. He
Did not invite you somewhere.
well, that would be great.
Yeah.
Wish. No,
Yeah.
he and I didn't see him have this before, but he asked friend the girl
Pistachio.
like because she's like, oh, should we get shots? And he's like, do you want to flip a coin for it?
Red flag.
And this guy, he has a two head-sided coin. Which
Trickery.
is a trickery, which is also very interesting. Especially this dude. He's very much like, here are the options. He's always been like this though, of like here are 2 options,
Right.
but there's only really one option they want to do.
You're onto something. Keep going. I know what you're gonna say.
And so it just made me so curious because then I'm like, ooh, let's see how this plays out with these 2.
Uh-huh.
So the first time it was like, oh, do you want to take shots? And I was like, I guess so. They're $6. That's cheap now.
Uh-huh.
And so he flips the coin and then he reveals afterwards, after we've ordered the shot, that, oh, it's a two-head-sided coin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, so he wanted them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting closer.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the idea of what's your heads up? What's your heads up that you really want?
Mm-hmm.
What do you actually want? And then it was great seeing him do that with this girl because
Did he
so
reveal
many
to her it
times-
was a 2-headed
Yeah,
coin?
he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because that changes things. So if he said, hey, do you want to get shots, which is what he wants, or do you want to go somewhere else, let's say?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I have this coin. Want to flip a coin for it? And then he flips it like, oh, it's heads to the shots. But then he doesn't reveal that it's a 2-headed coin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, he's doing something. He's manipulating the events.
yeah,
And not like in a fun way where it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I want to do this, so we're doing this kind of thing. But it's making you think that like it's up to chance.
yeah, which
That's
is very
weird.
spooky. That's a very
It's a
spooky.
weird-
It's a Two-Face thing from Batman.
Psychopath.
It all goes away because he revealed the 2-headed coin.
Yeah,
But
if
if
he
he
didn't
didn't do
reveal it-
that, I'd be like, oh, this is weird
Yeah,
behavior to flag at least. It's
but
like,
people do that all the time. They'll be like, we could go to Lazy Dog, or we could go to BJ's. When it's like you really know the one that they want,
right.
You
They just want you to
Yeah.
say like, let's go to this.
They want you to say it so they could even if you say the wrong thing, they'll be like, well, I'd actually kind of like to go to Lazy Dog.
Mm-hmm.
And because then they ask me, and it's like, no, I'm the obvious. I obviously wanted to go to Lazy Dog.
Right.
I should be there right now, but I'm stupid and I'm hanging out with you. But anyways, so then, but it was funny because it seemed like with her, it was just such a like, oh, I don't really know. But I think that's a good thing to ask people though. Like, well, what's your heads up thing? Because I think that just that tears through the whole like asking. It's like, well, what do you really want?
Yeah.
Just tell me what you want.
Tell me what you want.
What you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want.
What I really, really want.
I wanna.
I want to.
I wanna.
I want to.
I wanna stop singing this song.
Ziggy zig out of that. But yeah.
Yeah. Stop speaking the words to Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting behavior.
Yeah.
Let's not normalize being
curious.
third wheels.
Let's not. Let's
Unless
have,
it's like a healthy, like, you know,
Yeah.
like what I said before, you're just like, just coming out with us. It's
Mhm.
fine. Yeah. That's
yeah,
everything.
and it's okay to say no.
It's okay to say no.
It's always okay to say no.
I typically say no to third wheel stuff anyway, even if they are cool. Just like, I don't need to, because you're always aware of it too.
Yeah, because it's always they have ice cream. They eat ice cream every day.
Yeah. Or you're just aware
I haven't
that
had
like
ice cream in a while,
there's that element.
and when you haven't had ice cream in a while, it's
you get desperate, you'll have
it's
yogurt
no,
instead.
yeah, I know you get something close.
Sugar free.
Close to
it. Is there a dairy free ice cream? Like I'll just have that.
Sure, there's not that desperate.
Yeah. What would the equivalent be? Just someone you don't really want to talk to.
Someone you don't want to talk to, but wants to talk to you,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay,
Like, you're not ice cream. I want ice
right.
cream.
I guess I'll let you text me.
You're like soy free. Soy, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
whatever vegan equivalent of ice cream.
Plant-based ice cream.
Plant-based ice cream.
Ugh,
Ew.
I can't be that good.
But we love our vegans. So,
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah. Shout out Carla. She's vegan, right?
Carla?
Vegetarian?
Vegetarian. Same thing.
Vegetarian.
It's all the same to me.
vegetarian's a
It's
bit
all
more-
non-meat eaters. They're all the same to me.
The non-meters.
Yeah.
You can eat regular ice cream.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
all
Caesar.
right.
Oh, no, not like that. With all this talk about ice cream, I was so confused. I didn't mean it like that.
Yes. Oh, never mind.
It's good. It's all good.
I had this joke.
What?
There's some guy. He got a vasectomy, and it was like, oh, so vegan cream pies? Like that's what it is now.
Definitely not animal-based.
It's like, right? That's stupid. Cut that. It's kind of funny. I don't know. It's
pretty-
like, oh, vegan cream pies. Well, I don't have anything else except we saw the Marvels, but I don't want to talk about that. We were talking about bumping and grinding on the way in. Speaking of
Oh,
cream
yeah.
pies,
Oh,
Dances.
yeah, we were talking about how did that come up? Like
Dancing, because I was...
I brought up Footloose, and I was like, how dumb! I cannot picture banning dancing in a
Yeah.
town. And then we were like, unless we were in high school and it was that kind of dancing.
That's the only dancing that
just
I could see
grinding.
could be
Yeah,
not allowed, because that was basically just dry humping.
it was.
It's true.
It
It's true.
was. It was
was-
just sex with clothes on.
Yeah.
You know, because afterwards you can like, oh, that dude's hard right now. Like he just had a fucking chick's ass on his dick.
Just the whole time.
Yeah,
Like a 2-hour... Who knows what?
yeah. Well, who knows?
and when you're that age, like,
Probably-
you are kind of like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so horny all the time.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of those guys probably finished, you know, while during that time too.
Mm-hmm.
And it sparked the thought of, does that still happen in high school?
Yeah, well, because do you remember there was the stick figures where, because you would, I think it was on the wristband at a dance where it's, you got like a stick figure boy like this and the stick figure girl is like that.
I don't know.
And
what
then
this
there's a
is.
circle and a line through it. So like, don't do this.
Oh, we didn't have that at my school. They didn't care. They let us do whatever.
Leave space for Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus space.
They did that at your school?
They had that on the wristband, but it didn't really stop anybody.
I don't remember having wristbands either.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, they didn't give a fuck at our school.
didn't
Just
care.
like, they're kids.
One
They're
of
gonna
the-
do it. They're either gonna do it with their clothes on or their clothes off. So you can't stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they still do that in schools?
Well, I don't know.
You would have more opportunity to maybe attend a high school dance if you do like a teaching thing. And
Yeah.
like, do you want to volunteer?
Chaperone.
So if that happens, keep your eyes open for underage.
to see how that, I guess
Just
I'd have
look
to
over and
stop
then
it.
look away. You don't have to keep
Yeah. Well, I know, I'm not.
God.
I'm not saying do this, but like, you know, just keep an eye open.
I'll find out what the rules are.
Yeah. I'm
sure it's
genuinely
the same.
curious because it's that's such my high school experience of like that's what dancing was when you went to a school dance. Nobody fucking danced like having fun. They were just having sex out there. And then I thought like, well, in the '60s they were like doing the twist, like, and that was like risque.
sex.
Like,
That was the sex.
and then like has it evolved into something else today?
I think it's almost worse now. It's
Yeah.
probably them just looking at their phones, not even touching each other.
Yeah, they're not doing the like awkward, like you put your
I don't think
hands
so.
on the waist and you just like with that thing, you know?
Because there was, I think now they're just so into their phones that they'd rather be on their phone than bumping and grinding.
Pretend the dance.
I think so.
Knock
There's
someone
that.
over down
There's that new Jennifer Lawrence movie,
here. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and because it's like,
What's happening over there?
I
what's
don't
wrong
know.
with you?
They knocked over the trash bags. Then they got stuck in the chair.
What is
We're at the end anyway. It's fine.
That's so funny.
We keep our flaws. We show our flaws.
Coming
We-
soon. You don't have to worry about that.
We
We're not
embrace them.
perfect. We're not perfect.
So Jennifer Lawrence was grinding.
Well, so it's like there's
Hold
a
on.
scene where they're at like a house party,
Uh-huh.
and because in our head we have the house party movies that we grew up with, like American Pie, like people are doing it in the other rooms, and I think this is the truth now. Is that you could? So Jennifer Lawrence runs into all the rooms trying to find the dude. She runs in. There's two girls and a guy. They're in bed, but they're just looking at their phone. They're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that might be what it's like now.
Okay.
Like they're all just like, oh, we're hanging out, but
Yeah.
not doing anything.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just
I don't know.
even crazier now.
I have no idea. I feel like it's not crazier because, I mean,
Probably just the same.
if I was in high school today, like the stuff that could be filmed that we used to do, or that like shit that kids said to each other, are like acts of bullying or just like dumb stuff. Like, remember I told that story how I like had the keys to that room and I went in there. Like the stuff that could be, I would be aware nowadays. Like somebody can fucking film me,
yeah.
and like this gets out and I get expelled or like something happens. So I think there's probably some of that.
Yeah. So they'd probably be
With
more
young
careful.
people?
Yeah.
They're just aware that people all have phones now and you can see whatever you want to do. So it happens behind closed doors more.
Mhm. I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, kids still grind. Why don't you try to let us know? We can stop there. We got nothing else. Stop on grinding.
Yes.
Caesar, where can they find your flavor of ice cream?
If you want to follow me at Rodriguez Podcast, where I can produce a podcast for you, and then the other show that I do at the Rodriguez Show, we just announced that we're going to be moving studios as well.
That's right.
The 30s leaked it 2 months ago, but
Yeah, that's right. Hey, we probably have different audiences, so it's fine.
and then Carla and Caesar's Modern Life, we actually just got the Bad Bunny video unbanned, so
Hell yeah.
check it out.
Has that exploded yet?
Little by little, yeah. It's because it says I published it 2 weeks ago, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
so I'll beep it out. But yeah, I was like, what do you mean 2 weeks ago? You just let me put it up today.
Yeah. Would you be able to re-upload it,
I could.
but then it would get it flagged again?
I don't think so. I think it was just waiting for the songs to be permitted,
Oh.
allowed on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, check that out. Clint?
At the _Clint show. Can we make more videos? Can we do more stand up? Just come out. Just come and do stuff.
Yeah, just come.
Let's just come.
Just come.
Get your ice cream.
Get your ice cream.
30s podcast. Just come.
Just come. Uncle 2_Marcus on everything. Instagram, the 30s podcast on everything, all that. I'm going to be working on that film pretty soon, the documentary. So I'll maybe do some updates on that
Akira,
process.
right? Akira?
Akira.
Nice.
Akira
I got a shirt
documentary.
the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You seen the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you'll enjoy the documentary.
Nice.
There's going to be a screening, and I'm going to have some tickets. So
Oh.
if you guys are interested,
Give me the date. Tell me the date. I'm down.
it'll probably be next year sometime, or maybe into 2025. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.